Good afternoon, people. I'm absolutely working myself to the bone trying to get this stuff done. I'll get it done though, trust me. Fortunately, I've got a bit of time off. The bloke I do most of my work for at the minute, I'll just turn the headlight on if I can. That's it, it's on. Yeah, bloke I do most of my work for, he's going for an operation, so I've got a little bit of time off. So I'll be able to get most of it done. See if I can get some other jobs in while I'm off. Get some other people interested and whatever, a bit of tractor work, whatever. But yeah, we've been doing a bit more work on this. Obviously, we've got it booked into Bloxham Rally, which is near sort of north of Oxford, but a place called Banbury. Most people will have heard of it. It's just a little village called Bloxham by Banbury. Yeah, we've got it booked in there. It's only just up the road, so it's just a case of driving it up there. Yeah, that's in about 3 weeks, and we're ahead to get it done. There's still a work to do, but we're basically there. You know, it's well within our sights now. Thankfully, yeah, I got a couple of days off this week and maybe a couple of days next week. We just had to wait and see, but you know, with sort of Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday this week, we should have this basically ready, and then I can get the others done. I can get the others back together. The humpback Model A, I'll get that back together. Just to show you this, bit of midweek work I'm doing after work. So I've been at work today, but I did a little bit of rework. I went back doing a few things, doing a few little bits and pieces that I wasn't completely happy with. I took this cover back off and I redid up the bolts on the beater in here, this beater. I redid up I made sure the bolts were tight on that. And this was vibrating a bit. The original bearings had sort of dried up and they'd niggled away at the shaft, so they'd worn a little groove in the shaft. And I dot punched it when I first did it. I dot punched it, used the original bearings in here because this just spins round when it's not in gear. When that's just driving down the road, the threshing mechanism isn't in gear, but this shaft was always turning because that's the main shaft that comes from the engine. And when you engage this clutch, the rest of the combine goes in. But I made the mistake. I did it all up, and then I put this belt on. And I think what happened was the pressure from this belt basically caused it to turn like where the shaft had been worn. And I dot punched it and I put some stuff on it. I put some like bearing filler on it to sort of hold it. And you know, when we were running it, you could see it was running, it was wobbling. It was causing a bit of vibration. But I'll show you in a second. I think we managed to sort that out. This shaft was completely eaten away. See if I can show you it. It's here somewhere. I won't waste too much time. There you go. There it is. Look at, you see that? That was all eaten away. That end sprocket had done that. So our local company called Peter Booth. They put a new shaft for us. I went to bearing traders in Banbury and got some new bearings and flanges, and we put it in, and it's pretty good. You know, it's working pretty well. It was touching the other side as well a little bit. So yeah, we got that. This is the stuff we used the second time round. I wasn't happy with that. I wasn't happy with that pulley. You know, I was sat at home thinking, like when I first did it and that pulley was wobbling, I thought that'd be alright, you know, be fine. But I sat at home and I thought, no, I'm not happy with that. I'm going to sort that out. So so I took it off, put fresh bearings in there, fresh rod bearings, and then I used this stuff, Loctite quick metal, and it's like a metal paste, and I dot punched it again. I cleaned it all up, dot punched the shaft again like properly, put that Loctite on it, and I let it sit for a week before I put the belt on. So I think it's been a week today since I did it, and I did it all up, but I didn't put the belts on, so the belts weren't putting pressure on the shaft. And I put it on. I put it back on today. Put the clutch back on. Put this back out of the way so I can engage the gear. I can engage the threshing gear. Also, one thing that Luke's done while I've been away is he's actually, like, just to show you what we've been catching up with, he's actually straightened that out. That was all bent, and it's starting to look smart. He's also rerouted the wiring. We want to see that wiring there. He has rerouted it. It was all in a weird place. They'd obviously had something, maybe I don't know, but maybe they put a fresh engine in it and their engine off or something else. But it's the right engine. It just might be out of another machine, and they've had something happen, and they've rerouted the wiring. But that setup there ideally needs to be down here somewhere, which we'll probably sort out if we get a chance. I went to the Isle of Wight at the weekend, and the guy Glenn gave me this exhaust pipe, which isn't perfect for the job, but it's an exhaust pipe, and it will do if we haven't got the money to get a proper one, the right one. So yeah, Luke's rewired the wiring so we can start it up here. Also, just quickly, that's the right hand. What do you call it? The right hand, flipping out, my head's gone. The right hand master cylinder for the right hand brake, like the turning brake. 56 quid for a new kit for that. But what I did was, I found there was nothing wrong with the seals really. It was just full of dirt. So I cleaned it all out, and I cleaned the bore on it because it was a little bit pitted. I got some wire wool and cleaned it through because it wasn't returning to its natural sitting. It was getting stuck, and now it is. I put a fresh boot cover on it, as you can see, so we're going to put that on at some point, maybe tonight, hopefully. Well, I've got no one to bleed it up with me, but so here we go. It starts on a key now. We've got a couple of other issues, electrical issues we've got to sort out, but oh no. Oh, I see. That should work. The stopper hadn't gone back in. Yeah, there you go. Right. There you go, listen to how quiet that is. That's how they should be. They should be nice and, you know, the smoother the better. I weren't completely happy with it, but now I am. You look at that, that's perfectly straight. So, there you go, I'm going to leave it at that. It's just one straight video tonight. I've got to go and get some, I'm going to book some tractors into the show hopefully tonight. My mate's going to bring my friend Stuart Hancock, bloke who bought that new one for me. He's going to take a couple of tractors. We're hoping to take a baler and a grain trailer, and we'll see if we can get some grain and maybe some straw, and at the show we can demonstrate. Obviously we're not going to be cutting, but what we can do is maybe pick up some straw and then unload on the move, and then when we've done it, we maybe do one half a tank at a time, and then when we've done it at the end of the day, we can put it all back in the tank and start again the next day. So I think it'd be interesting for people to see, and hopefully if we can take the baler, we'll be able to bale straw up behind it as well. It's a massive baler, two massive tractors and a Bamford trailer, like a Bamford grain trailer. So, you know, it depends. The combine's definitely going, and hopefully, pretty much certainly, the trailer and the tractor's going. We're just waiting to see if we can take a baler as well, an old baler. Like, it'll be a massive 20, hopefully. But yeah, so we'll catch up with you next time we make some progress. Hopefully, and maybe next time we'll have it all completely running. It ain't far off now, so. Yeah, I'll leave that with you, and I'll see you next time. Bye.